not creating art, it's something that I can't even fucking think. I couldn't even think about that. I mean, it's like, if I'm the sort of guy that if I'm not painting, I'm making sculptures. If I don't make sculptures, I'm making music. But if I'm not making music, I'll be writing poetry or something like that. I'll be writing something. I mean, not to me. The idea is kind of like it kind of scares me actually, because and I would say this mostly for artists who kind of like, or for people who started to paint and then they stop painting because they feel demotivated that they don't sell their work, and I can understand that to a certain extent, but you gotta remember, to become an artist, like a respected artist, is something that takes a long time. It's something that you need to create work, and you need to gain respect. So it's not gonna come like in one fucking year or two. That eventually happens with some artists, but generally, it just doesn't happen. It takes a long fucking time, and the other thing that I believe that a lot of people don't create art, and sure, I did that mistake myself in the beginning, is to think that if you're gonna compete, you need to make all these big fucking artists these days. They create all these giant works and these giant sculptures and all this fucking stuff, and you'd like to believe that if you're gonna compete fair with these guys, you need to be on the same level. I think that is fucking rubbish. I mean, for starters, I'm not in any competition when it comes down to my work. I'm not competing. I'm not trying to compete with anybody, and I don't think anybody's better than me, and I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just think we're all artists, and we all create feelings, or we paint the things we see in our feelings onto a piece of canvas. And I think the art world these days is a bit more about the fact that it all has to be fucking giant, and big fucking pens, and giant screw wool, like, oh, very beautiful. I mean, I'm like, I think it's fucking rubbish. I mean, you look at the work of most like famous renowned artists these days, and I'm like laughing, bro. I think it's fucking rubbish. It's fucking pointless work, and people get really impressed. Oh, look at that giant fucking pen. Wow, really fucking nice. And it's like, dude, would you buy it? Would you put a fucking giant, pink pen, in your living room? You fucking never would, Plus, that guy never even did that work. He just went to somewhere, dude, can you build me like a fucking cooking pan 20 meters high? I mean, that's fucking nonsense. Don't let that stuff get to you. Do you know what? I really fucking don't. I do what I have to do, and I'm lucky enough to make a living out of this shit. But in the end, I don't, those things don't get to me now. Ooh, big bow, everything the art world nowadays. I think actually, if you're not a competent person, of course, he's gonna let any starting artist, like, he's gonna render them, at the very least, because if you are starting out and you see all these fucking Jeff Koons and all these guys, I mean, you're gonna think, I have no chance, I'm just gonna fucking quit. And I think that should be, you should just basically, do what you have to do and create art no matter what. I mean, honestly, just the word not creating art of any kind, it just kind of fucking scares me. It really fucking scares me.